We are in the backyard of Colby and Autumn's here in amazing Omaha, Nebraska. And it's really overcast and a little
chilly.
windy.
It's chilly out, like cold. We're not wearing this for fun. It's cold.
It's a little chilly.
And okay, so not only that, like Colby believes in cranking the air up.
Yeah.
And it's cold inside. So you never, or at least I never am particularly warm anyways. And so then we come outside and I'm not getting warm.
Yeah.
As I should be in the month of June.
Yeah. You would think in
Even
June.
in Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, it was pretty stormy this morning. Like
It was.
Really.
It was, yes.
And got cleared up, and now it's a little more overcast, and it might. I don't know. It's probably not going to storm again, but it looks like it could. But
Yeah,
it's
it
not
does.
called for.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, we've just been helping take care of the grandbaby while Autumn is away for a couple of weeks, and helping Colby out so he's not all alone. And yeah, that's what we've been doing. So
Yes, so here we are.
yeah. Today's salt is I think, a good lesson that I know I can be reminded of constantly because it's something that's easy to slip back into. But without any spoilers, here's today's salt.
Okay, so on our recent road trips, even last summer,
Yeah.
right? We've been taking our oldest cat, who's nearly 16 years old,
Yeah.
on our road trips with us because sometimes she needs encouragement to eat.
Yeah, she's gotten older, and we noticed the last time we left her that she started hiding in the closet. And
Yeah,
we
she
couldn't
wasn't.
find her.
I
She
mean,
wasn't.
because we'd be gone for like 2 weeks at a time, and
Yeah.
yes, there was another cat at home with her, but she wasn't doing so well when we got home the last time. Yeah.
No. So we started taking her with us now.
Yeah, so on the road trip, Kitty was in the back seat with Aspen. I don't know how long we'd been on the road already, but all of a sudden, it wasn't funny. It really was not. Aspen said, "Kitty just threw up on me." And so she had. And it wasn't just a little bit of throw up. It was...
You're downplaying how dramatic this was.
It was very dramatic.
It was. Actually,
Yes.
I think you said, oh, and I was like, what? What am I hitting? What's going to hit us? What's falling from the sky? Something was falling, but not from the sky.
Yes. So anyways, Kitty had thrown up not just on Aspen's pants, but on her shirt and on the seats and on the floor. And not just a little bit, yeah. She for not a particularly large cat, she's
Yeah.
definitely threw up a lot. It was actually the first time she'd thrown up in the car, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, So anyways, fortunately there was a gas station Brett was able to
Pretty
pull over
close.
at pretty quickly. And then Aspen needed to change her clothes, of course. Now, see, the only problem with that was that, everything's piled in the back, right? All
Yeah.
the suitcases and the cooler and stuff like that, it's all back there. And then, so Aspen didn't want to get any clothes out of her suitcase because it was packed so full, and she had probably just barely zipped that thing closed. So there was no way she wanted to open it and just, suffer through trying
Yeah.
to get it zipped back up. So I dug through my suitcase, and we actually found a couple things that were suitable. Aspen said, all right, I'll wear that. So
Aspen can wear either one of our clothes and make them look better.
yes,
It's not real
it's
fair.
terrible. It's terrible because she took a pair of my sweatpants. I just wear around the house. And they're comfy and they look fine for sweatpants, but yeah, it was
Aspen puts them on.
it was
It's
very
a fashion
unfair.
statement.
Yeah, it was.
And all my clothes from the 80s look better on her than they ever did on me, and I'm very resentful of that, but I try not to show it.
Yeah. So, anyways,
We're going to do an 80s fashion show with Aspen and all my stuff, and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah. All we need to do is like take one. Okay, so sometimes Aspen will put on one of Brett's old sweatshirts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's so cute on Aspen. I'm going to do that. And so I take the same sweatshirt sometime when she's not wearing it, and I put it on. I mean, it just looks ridiculous. Just hangs there like a sack. And the sleeves are all down like this, And, there's a beauty to being 5'6" or 5'7". Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways,
back to the
moving
story,
on to the real purpose
Real
of this.
purpose,
So,
yeah.
so I told Aspen, I said, maybe we could find a use for the story for salt so the incident would serve a higher purpose rather than just like, oh my goodness, the cat threw up on me. But I just have to clarify, that it wasn't the first time someone threw up in our car. I remember when we were moving from Vegas to Maryland, just before we got to like the last hotel, just as you pulled up to the front door. Okay, so anytime Aspen ate out too much, and of course there's a lot of eating out on the trip, her stomach doesn't feel very good. So just as we pulled up, she started to throw up, and I just put my hands out like this, and she threw up right there in my hands. So I mean, I don't know which was worse.
I must have blocked that from my mind.
Must have, yeah, but I couldn't because it was too real, right?
No.
So anyways, I am currently reading through a book on Hebrews. It's a Hebrews devotional commentary by George Knight. And when I mentioned that to Brett, he was like, oh, he was very happy about that because he had the book once upon a time.
Yeah, back when I was doing classwork and stuff on Hebrews. And I had already read other books by Knight, and I liked it. So I got that one to help me with my research paper I was doing on Hebrews. And it's a really good book.
Yeah, and he said that he had done a lot of underlining and highlighting and stuff like that, which just reminded me of, you know, the book Humility that I have. So much underlining, so many highlights, so many good things. And I'll have to admit, I'm really enjoying this book on Hebrews, right? So on page 42, it referenced Hebrews 3:15. Today, if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as in the rebellion. Okay, so basically Hebrews was referencing the Israelites when those that had come out of Egypt, and now there they were ready to cross into the promised land, and God's like, hey, let's go. And they're like, no, we can't do that, it's too scary. And so then they didn't, and then God's like, well, because you didn't go in when I told you, now you're just not going to go in at all, and you're just going to wander the desert for 40 years. And everyone over the age of 20, right, was going to die. And so now all of a sudden they didn't really like that so well. And so they thought, well, we're going to go in after all. And so they tried, of course, but they weren't able to do that because God wasn't with them in that. Oh, and it is starting to rain. We'll see what we can do here.
Yeah.
So of course, then when they decided to go in, fighting on their own didn't work out so well for them. The Canaanites basically stomped all over them. So basically, today is the day where we either choose God or we choose not to choose God. And a quick note from the book by George Knight, thus from a Christian perspective, today is the most important day of my life. It is a day fraught with eternal potential. As such, I must not treat today lightly. Today is the day. Tomorrow may not be the day anymore. While it is today, I must not harden my heart against God. And so back to the story of Kitty throwing up on Aspen. Did Aspen sit around in her thrown up clothes for the rest of the day? No, of course she didn't. Because today, that very moment, was the time to clean it up. Because, you know, when something gets all over the seat and the floor and your clothes and stuff like that, if you're going to spend the rest of the day in your clothes like that, it's going to get all over the place. More spread on you, and the seats mushed in and all this kind of stuff. It just becomes a worse mess. That kind of stuff doesn't just evaporate, right? It causes more of a mess. And that is why God wants us to get rid of it. Did you hear that thunder back there? Okay, we're going to finish this. One more paragraph. Which reminds me of another story. Oh, did you want to tell this story? Oh, yeah, when Aspen was about 3 or 4 years old, and we lived in Vegas. I don't want to get struck by lightning, but...
We're going to pause here because it's starting to rain.
Yes.
And I don't want stuff to short out.
Oh,
so
that's true.
We'll be back.
We'll be back, yes.
Okay, so we're back. So we're about to tell the story of when we got Aspen's furniture when she was, I don't know, how old was she?
She was about 3 or 4.
About 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. We found this
we were living in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And Ashley Furniture.
No, it actually wasn't Ashley Furniture.
What was it?
Oh, I forget what it was.
It's the Kathy Ireland Princess Bouquet set.
Oh, Kathy Ireland Princess stuff. And it had a bed and a bookcase and a nightstand and everything. And we found it and we went and got it, and we had the Subaru Outback.
And we put it all in the no, you had the Baja. You had the Baja.
I mean the Baja, not the Outback.
He had the Baja, which is like the mini pickup.
Yeah.
And then I had a RAV4, and we got all that stuff in
Both.
Both of
Yeah.
those, yes.
And so I had bungees and stuff, and so I put all this furniture in the Baja and bungeed it down, and we were getting ready to go, and I thought, oh, these are old bungees, and maybe I should tie it. Nah, it's fine. So we got on the highway, and we're going down the highway, and sure enough, after, I don't know, however many miles, I wasn't even going particularly fast, but I think it came up to where it was a red light or something. I was slowing down when I put the brakes on. The entire, I had like 3 pieces of furniture on the Baja, and they just slid right out. And what was interesting is they didn't like come out and tumble down and break and everything.
They just like started sliding
just
down the freeway.
came right out, all 3 of them, just like perfect, whoosh, and then landed on and just slid. And it was like something out of a cartoon. Like, it looked physically impossible, but that's what happened. Just, you know. And so, you know, yeah, I had to pay for my impatience and not taking care of things I really thought I should have and didn't. And we ended up having to live with 2 of the pieces were fine. The one piece was on its side, and it would have been fine had I had it upright, but it was on its side, and so it scraped along.
Yeah, it definitely had road rash on there.
Road rash on, you know, which we ended up putting like a long cloth on top, which covered it, which kind of looked cool, but still, it was there. And
yeah, a permanent.
Yeah, it was a permanent. Yeah,
result.
There's no way to fix it. So yeah, something I should have taken care of in the moment that I didn't. That we had to live with the.
Right, that you thought the thought. You thought.
I had the thought.
Yeah,
it hit me.
That
I
little
wasn't
voice.
dumb.
That little voice ran through his head that
did
said, "You should
say-
pull over and check."
Yeah.
But you're riding along just fine. Everything's going just fine. Why would you
Yeah.
pull over and check to see if your furniture's tight?
Waste of time.
Because obviously you'd already done that.
I'm that good. Apparently not.
Apparently not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those examples of today is the day. When we hear that voice of God speaking to us, today's the day to do something about it. Otherwise, you can have some permanent results from that that we don't really like.
See, this is what I live with. I have experiences like that, and I get and I know I should have done it, and then she comes like, you know, God said today is the day. This is what we do.
No, I say that's just a really good character building experience, Brett.
And we're going to share it with the world
It works.
of the lessons you could learn from the things Brett does not do well.
Well, we are real people with real experiences, like other real people with real experiences.
Yeah,
you
see,
know.
I'm willing to share my stuff. What about you? Sorry. Okay.
I'm not quite sure where that came from, but
Anyway,
Anyways.
I just, we were talking about it, I just thought this was a really good lesson for me, but I thought for everybody. It's just,
yeah.
don't put stuff off, especially in relationships and your relationship with God and everything. If there's something to take care, the sooner you take care of stuff, even if it feels and seems hard, the better it is. Because the longer you don't take care of it, the worse it gets, and sometimes you're ended up with scars that last for a long time. So, just a good lesson to live by.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well,
Now
now it stops raining.
Now it stops raining.
All right, hope you're having a good Sabbath, and we'll see you next time here on Salt.